Oh, baby. The 2023 season is about to kick off. We are on the Hall of Fame game eve. And I don't care if it's the backup that's going to be playing tomorrow. But guess what? It's football. It's back. We're back. Welcome back to the Deli for the season. Let's get it going. Welcome in. Oh, that felt so good to do again. To the DFS Deli. I am the proprietor of this delicatessen, Saleh Ali Shahid, and holy crap, the shop is back open. Football is here, and I cannot be any more excited. I feel like my life is whole again. It was like that part right after the Super Bowl that's just vacant from my life. It's a void, an endless void until we get that first kickoff of preseason. Oh my God, guys, welcome the hell back. I got the normal crew. I got the full timers with me, Dale, Chili, and Baker. Once again, fulfilling his role as the catalyst of controversy as we get into our hot takes for this year. We're going to be doing a lot here at the DFS Deli this year. Some things we got in store. We're going to be opening up our own YouTube channel. We got some new employees that I'm going to tell you guys about. We're going to be doing more season-long stuff, more post-game reaction stuff, analyzing lineups. There's going to be a lot more content here this year, and I cannot be any more excited than I am right now. Welcome back, everybody. Old listeners, new listeners, everybody, just welcome back. Chili, welcome back. How are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. It's always good to be back to work, back in the deli. We opened up a little bit late. Don't mean to be pointing any fingers at my employee, coworkers here, but it's we're just back. We're ready to get the show on the road.
Hell yeah. Dale, how's those Frosted Mini Wheats treating you?
They're phenomenal. Let me tell you. Let me talk to you about them. They're frosted. They're mini, and they crunchy.
They're like a D tier cereal, but whatever.
But they're good to eat just like dry. Like I can just sit here and munch on them. I don't need.
You eat it dry? For real?
Bro, listen to the crunch.
I wasn't talking about the damn cereal. That's fucking gross. I guess you are married, so I mean, you got to eat it when you can eat it. So I mean, whatever.
Facts.
Big facts. Baker.
All the facts.
What's up, bro?
Hi, buddy. Yeah. I hate you people. I hate you people.
Oh, shit.
Can I say two things? Can I say two things?
Yes, absolutely.
One, I cannot tell you the smile that came upon my face on that intro when I did not hear "Let's Ride."
Bro, okay, so we've already established in pre-show that we are replacing Russell Wilson with LA Knight. So
yep,
you're going to be hearing a lot of yeah.
And
let me talk to you.
For anybody who watches wrestling, I'm perfectly fine with LA Knight. La Knight, cool. Russell Wilson, I'm just happy that it's over.
It's not over, actually, because, I mean, this is a football show. So, I mean, you're going to hear a lot of talk about Russell Wilson.
We going to ride at some point.
But it did not open the show on the very first show, so I'm so happy. And two, the second thing, I was actually having a conversation with a former employee.
Yeah.
About like the excitement of football is here. We're all excited. Prices have dropped. Drafts, I'm saying season-long drafts are about to start. And the conversation was literally about heaven and hell and how if you were in hell would literally be just watching baseball year-round.
That's a little aggressive.
Yeah, that's a little aggressive. I mean, like, I think life without football would be considered hell. I don't care what the hell I'm watching. If there's no sign of football, then I'm done.
That's the point. Like, obviously, this is the point in time of year where the main sport on TV is women's basketball and baseball.
The Women's World Cup is on.
True.
But that only happens, what, every 4 years?
Every 4, yeah.
So,
yeah.
So you can't count on that every year. Lord Jesus. Somebody help me.
Hey, man, you were okay with not Russell Wilson, so, you're just going to get a lot more of that.
He's not wrong.
What's everybody saying?
That you are a terrible employee. That's what everybody's going to be saying.
No. Chill is a very solid employee. Anytime I get the beck and call, Chill is always on the ball, man.
He's terrible.
Oh,
he is terrible.
Yeah,
listen,
you know who's on time and shows up to work, Baker?
I show up to work, just never on time.
That's gonna change this year, Baker. Seeing as how I have to produce more shows, I would prefer you show up when I fucking text. That would be great.
I was in the middle of playing golf.
Which actually leads me into my next segue when I mentioned that. No, not golf. I don't give a damn about your golf game.
It's trash anyways.
Boom. It's trash.
See me on the course, Dale. See me on the course.
I'll embarrass you.
Again, segueing into what I was saying before, we're going to have a couple new employees filling in some guest spots this year. Baker, I extended an offer to your buddy Zach. He will be appearing on the show several times this year. Very excited to announce that. And my buddy Jimmy Champ, he's going to appear on the show. He has his own podcast along with my other buddy Evan. They talk general football, so us two, we'll get along just fine. So there's a lot of things coming. Like Baker mentioned, prices dropped. So as the season gets closer, we're going to start constructing those DFS lineups. Baker, why the fuck are you raising your hand? Just talk, bro.
I got a question.
Yeah, what?
So let me talk to you. Yeah. So you mentioned, you reached the olive branch has been reached out to a friend of mine, some friends of yours. Are we bringing back any former employees?
Man, he is not eligible for rehire.
I was curious. I'm curious. I just want there might be that random person who listens who's like, well, I really miss so-and-so's takes. So I wanted to know.
You know what, Baker? I'll give you that. If said former employee would like to reach out to me and invite himself back onto the show, I would welcome it.
Do you want to know how that conversation's going to go?
Go on.
That's how it's going to go. You ain't getting no reach out. You ain't getting no call back.
Dale,
it's like me at the job right now.
Dale, was that a sound effect or you?
No, that's me. I can whistle like a cricket.
I know you can. I just wasn't sure if you actually use an app or yourself.
Oh, no, that's me.
That is just mildly disturbing, by the way.
You should hear it in person. It's probably a lot better.
I think the audio quality is pretty damn good. I mean, I
used to do that right in front of Miss Taringo at the old high school auditorium after people would get done with presentations in the auditorium and just hit them with the crickets and everybody would laugh at them. It was great.
Like I said, we got several shows coming up. We got pricing. We got DFS terms, yearly don't draft list, top 10 running backs, wide receivers, all the good stuff that you'll need to dominate not only in DFS, but in your yearly drafts that I know either are occurring now or coming up. And also, if anybody wants best ball takes, I would be more than happy to do a show about best ball as well. Any of you guys besides me dive into best ball?
Absolutely.
I have not touched best ball yet.
Oh man,
I got about 5 or 6 best ball teams already, bro.
I got like 10 or 15.
I find myself on my days off, which are few and far between. I'm like, what do I want to do today? I'm just sitting here. Let's do a best ball draft. Why not? Damn
right. I'm not mentioning the site I use because I'm not sponsored yet, but if that certain site wants to promote the DFS Deli, send me a link and I'll hook y'all up.
Is that the .com?
Yeah, it's blank.com. I'm not promoting any sites right now. So unless you want to get me #sponsored, then we'll roll from there.
So what
So,
you're telling me is we need
guys,
one of those bleep things for all season in the middle of the thing when you're editing. You can just be like, if we hit with you with the DK, you can just go beep.
well, everybody knows that, we do provide advice for DraftKings and FanDuel, even though
Beep.
we are not sponsored. We are not sponsored by DraftKings or FanDuel, but you best believe if one of them reaches out, I will forget that other site. It will not
Oh,
exist.
it's going to be DraftKings. Like DraftKings sponsors damn near everything.
I don't know, man. Our boy Joe Hoka, when FanDuel got a hold of him, that motherfucker ain't mentioned DraftKings ever.
It pissed me off as a DraftKings player. I'm like, Hoka, come on, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Joe Hoka, one of my favorites, by the way.
Marrying a Vikings cheerleader, by the way.
Here you go with that team again already.
I mean, I've been watching Quarterback on Netflix, so it just naturally brings me to my boy Kirk Cousins. So,
is that show good?
Fantastic.
I heard it's good, but I heard that nobody wants to do the second season.
That's not true. Justin Herbert has already come out and say that he's down for season 2.
Cool. Who else?
All I heard was Justin Herbert.
Hey, listen, man, they got Marcus Mariota on there. They can find some backup that'll do it.
Did they get Marcus Mariota? I thought it was Desmond Ridder.
No, season 1 has Marcus Mariota.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. All right, boys. Let's. I'm gonna break down the topic for today because I left all y'all in the dark just so y'all can give me the early reaction, the spur of the moment takes for this season, okay? So, again, we're going to get into DFS. We're going to get into DFS. Shut up. You can get all the Justin Jefferson out you want at a later time. Today is not the day for Jay Jetta, okay?
Okay.
I'm sure you're going to find a way to mention him, aren't you?
Probably.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Good Lord.
Good Lordy. So, as you know, like I said, the Hall of Fame game kicks off tomorrow, featuring our hometown Cleveland Browns. And as we've been leading up to the season, we get several outlooks on the season. So, tonight, I want to discuss our way too early, even though they could be permanent, to be honest, but our way too early division winners, playoff teams, and eventual Super Bowl winners. We're going to have a debate about that tonight. If anyone disagrees in the comments that are listening with any of our takes, please feel free to leave a comment below on anywhere you can find your favorite podcasting service. Your iTunes, your Google Play, all that good stuff. So please leave us some feedback about our way too early division winners, playoff teams, and eventual Super Bowl winners. Because injuries happen, trades happen. These things happen. But I want to give your off the cup early outlook on the season. So since we just mentioned those aforementioned Browns, let's start, of course, with the AFC North, where last year the AFC runner-up, the Cincinnati Bengals, they're ruling champions of that division, come back. Joe Burrow has a little calf injury, but he should be good to go for week 1. And obviously some changes within the division with several other teams. So, Chill, I'll start with you. Are the Bengals going back to back, or is there going to be another division winner in the North?
Well, let me talk to you. No, so I truly believe that the AFC North is probably going to be the most competitive division in football. I think most of these teams are going to be pretty close in record. I don't think this is a division where like the division winner is going to win like 13 games, maybe not even 12 for that matter. I personally believe the Bengals are going back to back. I mean, usually the best quarterback in each division usually is the division winner. So I mean, for me, I got the Bengals. I got the Bengals coming in first. Second, I think the second place becomes a huge topic for debate. I think the Ravens would be the most dangerous team in the division, but I mean, their health has been so poor over the past couple of years. So that to me, really, the Ravens' success will depend on health. I mean, you could say that about any team, but them specifically, they've been so injury prone, over the past couple of years. The most intriguing team is Pittsburgh. I mean, well coached, great defense. Kenny Pickett will get another year under his belt. He played well at the end of the season. Um, one could argue, Pittsburgh, possibly getting in as a wild card team, and we can, cross that bridge when we need to. And at this point, like, I don't know what to think of the Browns, truthfully. Obviously, Deshaun Watson will get a full year. I think Stefanski is probably the fourth best coach in this division. So, I mean, we'll wait and see. But if I'm picking an order as of today, I go Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns.
It's a good take. It's a good take. Baker, how you feel about the Northie?
I feel kind of the way you do in this aspect. The Browns finish last.
But I think the Browns could finish last, but they could win like 8 or 9 games.
Kevin Stefanski tries to be the smartest guy in the room at all points in time. At times, it's literally just black and white. Do what works. But he always wants to outthink himself. That will lose the Browns games. Deshaun Watson sucks. That will lose the Browns games.
Oh, my God. Like, Baker, you and I normally argue, but this is one point we've always agreed on. And I love that. Thank you.
Anytime, buddy. And, one of the glaring things for the Browns, like, people have, I don't think anybody's really getting on the fact that the Browns defense continues to lose pieces or lost pieces this offseason. And as far as I know, I didn't see any major signings to be like, yeah, we replaced this piece. We have that. We've shored up that, especially on the defensive side of the ball. So
we got that one linebacker from Minnesota, right?
Yeah, that one guy.
Sorry, I'm bad with names right now. I can't put him in a fantasy football lineup, so I'm like, bad with names. Like, if you play the offensive side of the ball, I'd be more, keen to this. But yeah.
I play IDP, and I still can't name who the hell he is.
Was it Zadarius Smith? Was that his name?
There it is.
Thank you.
Zadarius Loquarius Memorius Ligarius.
University of South Florida.
So name an interior defensive lineman.
Dalvin Tomlinson.
I'm going to just say yeah, because I don't know who the fuck that is.
You're going to say what?
He was on the Vikings last year.
Thank you.
I mean, you clearly know more ex-Vikings than me, Dale, because I have no idea who that dude is. But the point is, the Browns
fan, that's kind of bad, right?
Browns couldn't stop the run last year, and I think that's going to be a continued issue. We have undersized linebackers that are going to get eaten up. They can run sideline to sideline with the best of them, but they can't get the hell off a block. I think that's still going to be an issue. Our secondary can't stay healthy. So I don't see our defense being able to stop much. So the Browns are going to finish last. Mike Tomlin coaches the Steelers, so the Steelers finish third.
One game above 500, baby. Book it.
Dalvin Tomlinson was rated number 7, the 17th best defensive tackle by Pro Football Focus last year. Right behind Leonard Williams of the Giants and right ahead of, I don't know who the hell Draymond Jones of the Denver Broncos is.
I don't know, but this is all kind of irrelevant. Their defense sucks.
Facts.
What Chill said. All right, this show's already weird. I've agreed with Chill, and I've agreed with Sully. Just going on. I don't agree with either one of you ever in life.
It's a good omen for the 2023 season. That's what it is.
What a way to start.
But if the Ravens stay healthy, the Ravens win this division. That's my humble opinion. That's a huge if. It's a huge if.
Don't worry, Baker. We'll fight when the AFC standings, or the AFC East rolls around.
If you put the Dolphins in first place in that division, chill. I'm driving to your house and slapping you.
We're not there yet, okay?
We're not there
we're
yet.
all gonna fight. So let's just be honest.
I personally feel like Joe Burrow's calf injury is going to be a bigger deal than people are trying to lay it on for. That's just me.
Baker.
That's my name.
Can you name me, besides Marlon Humphreys, another corner on the Ravens roster?
I can name you another defensive back.
Kyle Hamilton. That's it.
Yep.
Anybody else? Who?
Jimmy Smith is gone.
Damn it. Joey Porter Jr.
Nope, that's Steelers.
Damn it. Forgot we were talking Ravens. My bad.
The dude who got burnt for the Saints in that one Stephon Diggs play. That
God
guy.
damn.
Him.
My point is literally that you're talking about how the Browns have lost pieces on their defense and haven't replaced them. What about the Ravens?
Dale, can you tell me the last time or like what year the Ravens defense was bad? I'll fucking wait.
Last year?
They made the playoffs.
Okay, their defense was terrible. Congratulations.
Was it terrible, or is it because they didn't have a freaking quarterback? I'd be terrible if I was out there all the time, too.
I mean, your boy Tua lit him up, but that's a whole different conversation for later on in this show.
It was week 2.
It was a profitable week, I can tell you that.
For you guys.
And for me, hell yeah, I had that to attack.
It was week 2. I don't think you could take anything that's here. Like, you don't know how good or bad like a defense can be really until like week 4 or 5, right? Until you get like consistent data.
I mean, to be fair, like one of the best defenses in San Francisco lost to the Bears week 1. So Chill has a point.
It was a monsoon, bro.
Don't care.
Sheesh.
Do not care.
It's a freaking monsoon.
Did they lose to the Bears?
They lost to the Bears, sir.
All right, then.
That was when they had their third-string quarterback playing week 1, too. So, I mean,
Facts.
I mean, and now they're going into the season with, Tom Brady light, but we'll get into that when we get to that division.
Dude. All right, so Baker's got the Ravens. Chill's got the Bungles. Dale, who you got?
The Bengals. It's unless something drastic happens injury-wise, the Bengals should, I think, run away with the division again. I think the Steelers will be close. I have the Steelers actually making the playoffs as a wild card. But I have the Browns finishing 3rd and then the Ravens finishing last just because, like Chili was saying, they can never stay healthy. And I got a feeling that it's just going to fall apart again this year. Odell Beckham will be out by week 4, and Lamar will be out by week 6.
Damn.
There goes Dale, wishing injury upon people again.
Wishing ill will upon people, right? That's fine.
It is what it is. It is what it is. We just won't get to that when we get to the AFC East. We won't talk about that.
Yeah. As far as
we won't talk about that.
We won't talk about that quarterback that's worse than Kirk Cousins.
Yo, we don't even need to. I'll kick you off this goddamn show right now.
I'm just saying.
Are you talking about Aaron Rodgers?
You saw the numbers. You saw the numbers, Sully. You saw the numbers. Don't hate.
Okay.
I also saw one quarterback get bounced by Danny Dimes as well.
Got him.
At home.
Okay.
Got him.
It's embarrassing. I don't care what you do anymore in the regular season. Prove it in the postseason.
Okay, and he beat Drew Brees in the postseason. Don't at me, bro.
That's his one playoff win in his career.
Yeah, right.
He beat a Hall of Fame quarterback in the playoffs. Don't at me.
Moving on.
So did Ryan Tannehill. Okay.
So did Baker Mayfield. What's your point?
He is not wrong.
What's your fucking point, Baker?
Baker Mayfield was a trash can, all right?
Sit the fuck down and shut up, Baker.
Baker, do not talk about the NFL Comeback Player of the Year like that, all right?
Bro, you talking about let's ride?
Nah, bitch.
No.
He's talking about the guy on
the actor strike right now. The paid actor is on strike. So he's
the
unpaid actor.
When we get to that division, we all know that's not going to happen.
Listen, the way this conversation is going, we might just get through the AFC today. Ain't no goddamn way we're getting through the NFC.
No, because I think the rest of these are going to be. I think
Okay.
the rest of these are we're going to agree.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
Sully,
I ain't even through the North, and you already said we're going to start an argument in the East. So I mean,
No, the East won't be too bad. I don't think it's going to be too bad. I just
There's
got
literally 2 teams we're arguing about.
no. There's three. There's three. You can't.
Oh, there's definitely 3.
You cannot include the Jets. Although the Jets schedule their first 5 games, good fucking luck. But
Wolf.
Yeah, that's it's hell's road.
Not pretty.
Yeah, but well, as I was mentioning, I'm also picking the Bengals to win the North, and I think there's going to be 2 teams coming out of the North: the Ravens and the Bungles. And the Browns are going to. I'm sorry, Deshaun Watson is going to get Kevin Stefanski fired this year. Book it. Book it.
Thank God.
Now that we took about 20 minutes on the North, let's spend about 20 seconds on the South.
Jags,
That's
move
easy.
on.
Yep, Jags.
the Jaguars finish with the best record in the AFC and get the 1 seed.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh, Lord.
Whoa!
Well, chill. You go ahead and talk to him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, I mean,
yeah, go ahead and talk to him.
I mean,
he's got 6 games against the South.
I mean, obviously, you figured that the Titans will be competitive. Like, let's not disrespect the Mike Vrabel coach team like that. But the Jaguars, they really don't play nobody. I mean, you look at the regular season. You know, they got the Colts, the Texans. You know, their first 4 games, they got the Colts, Chiefs, Texans, and Falcons. And then it goes Bills, Colts, at Saints, at Steelers. And then you got 49ers, Titans, Texans, Bengals, Browns, Ravens, Bucks, Panthers, Titans. I mean, I really don't see a lot of losses on their schedule. So truthfully, I could totally see them getting, or maybe not, or at least tying with the Chiefs for the best record in the AFC. Could come down to that week 2 game, but I don't see how that team. I mean, Trevor Lawrence was arguably from week 7 on one of the statistically the best quarterbacks in football. Obviously, he had the beautiful comeback in the playoffs against the Chargers, and they were within 6 points to Kansas City and Arrowhead. They get Calvin Ridley back. He gets another weapon. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I'm a little higher on Trevor Lawrence than most people probably. So I really do believe. I mean, the Jags win this division with no problem.
I hate to burst your bubble, but the Titans are winning this division.
Again, that's fair. That's fair. I have no faith in Ryan Tannehill, but
I have all the faith in Ryan Tannehill. We are not but 2 years removed from this damn team being a 1 seed. Okay, like this team is constructed, well coached, well quarterbacked. Even though he's basically a lamed up quarterback, he's going to be out next year. But as long as you can run the ball a little bit, throw the ball a little bit. I think the addition of DeAndre Hopkins is not Julio Jones. So I think there's a definitely significant upgrade there. And I think the Jaguars I don't think they're ready for that spotlight yet. I mean, like they showed flashes. Like I said, they had a great playoff run. They were very competitive with Kansas City. I just think that this Titans team, again, are going to make the proper adjustments to this dumpster fire of a division. And I mean, both teams have 4 caked in wins in their division. So, I mean, it depends on what happens in their head-to-head matchups. So I'm taking the Titans on a limb. Regardless, this division is sending 1 team, the division winner. That's it.
Yep.
One division indeed.
What's that?
One team indeed.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's head out west. How about that? The obviously defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, reside out there. The highest paid player in forever history, Mr. Justin Herbert, is going to be leading a revamped offense, a new vertical offense with the addition of a new offense coordinator. The Raiders are a dumpster fire, so forget them. Josh Jacobs is probably, I don't know, here in Cleveland because he damn straight in fucking Las Vegas. And for the first time this year, let's ride. New head coach, maybe see a bounce back this year. I think this, to be honest, is the most competitive division in football. It's close with the North, but I like the West. I really do. But if I'm going to start off, I think it's still Kansas City until somebody proves me wrong. And this team and this division is going to send 2 playoff teams. And I think the Chargers are the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dale, tell me about it. How you feeling about this division?
I completely agree with what you just said. I still have no faith in Russell Wilson. I think his arm might be shot, potentially. And I honestly believe that the Raiders are going to win 1 game this year. That's it. One game.
Jesus.
So
we already had Chill saying that the Jaguars are going to be the best team in the AFC. Now you got the Raiders as the worst team in the AFC?
I didn't say best team. I said arguably
number one
best
seed.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're the best team.
Okay. Best record-wise, then. I apologize. I take it back.
Right.
And the Raiders will have the worst record-wise. Yes.
In the NFL.
In the NFL.
Oh, not in the NFL, bro. Hey, any chance that it's in the NFL?
Do the Cardinals play the Raiders this year?
Colts.
No, it don't even belong to the Colts, bro.
It's the Cardinals.
It's not even the Cardinals.
Who?
Ooh.
When we get there, we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Wow.
We'll get there. Chili, how you feeling about the West?
Kansas City. And again, I believe in the NFL, coaching matters. The Chargers are coached by a moron.
A high school coach.
And I'm a believer in Sean Payton. I saw this dude win games with Teddy Bridgewater. I saw him win games with Taysom Hill. He can arguably win games with a fringe Hall of Famer at quarterback. I believe the Broncos will have a bounce back. That defense is still pretty good. Yeah, they have the injuries at wide receiver right now, but they do get Javonte Williams back. I do believe in the Broncos. I'm just going to go solely here with Sean Payton. So I believe that the Broncos will finish ahead of the Chargers. Raiders are in the cellar. I think one could argue that McDaniels gets fired mid-season. I could see that happening.
Not before Kevin Stefanski. Bet me.
I will not bet you. But yeah, I believe coaching matters. Again, I can't even remember the Chargers coach. Baker will know who it is, but he's an idiot.
I just can picture his face. He's an idiot. You're right.
But I believe coaching matters. I think Sean Payton got into Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson, coming out of camp right now is in way better shape than he was last year. And then, from there, but I think the Broncos will be ready to go. So I think they're going to finish second. I don't think until some team dethrones Patrick Mahomes. I don't even care if Patrick Mahomes was playing with a high school team in the NFL. I'm still taking the Chiefs.
How's Russell Wilson's connection with God? Did that get stronger?
We can only hope so, right?
Okay. As long as he got in contact with Jesus, he should be okay.
They ride.
Baker, how you feel about it?
Well, one, Joe, their head coach name is Brandon Staley.
Thank you. I couldn't think of his name. He's terrible.
He's terrible, but this Chargers offense is about to fucking light the league on fire.
I think the Chargers might have one of the best rosters in the NFL, but their head coach is so bad. They're so bad.
Is he? Sorry.
Oh, dude, it's just,
how bad is he?
It's so bad.
I mean, one of my dark horses is Justin Herbert for MVP.
Okay, Katy Perry. I see you out there.
I'm just throwing it out there.
She's obese.
I'll call her Herbert.
But,
okay.
I mean, I'm not going to argue the Chiefs. Does Patrick Mahomes play for them?
Indeed, he does.
Then I'm choosing the Chiefs.
They won a Super Bowl in a rebuilding year, so yeah, I'll still roll with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah.
Now these next words out of my mouth are going to come as a shock to you.
If you say anything about the Las Vegas Raiders.
No, it's not about the Raiders.
Oh, God. Are you picking the Broncos to make the playoffs?
I am 50-50 right now between the Chargers and Broncos.
Let's ride.
I am 50-50.
Let's
Because
ride.
I even though Sean Payton just threw Nathaniel Hackett under the bus, ran him over, and then left the bus on him, I honestly think Sean Payton makes a huge difference for this team this year.
So I mean, like, one could argue that Jets Broncos game in Week 5 could be the determining factor for the last wild card spot.
Lock it in. Aaron Rodgers over 45 that week.
Is his birthday that week?
Fantasy
over
points.
40.
He turns 45 that week, for real?
Right?
This guy.
What do you mean that guy? The fuck? What did you just say?
He is scoring
Blasphemy.
45 points in fantasy football that week.
Blasphemy.
Dale's talking about in a league with stupid scoring, like with dumbass bonuses and shit like that. That's what he's going to be talking about.
Can't play Cortland Sutton that week. He's getting the sauce.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a primetime game, so it's not on the main slate, so it doesn't matter.
That works for me.
Please be on the main slate. Please, for the love of everything holy.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a Sunday night game. I will. I'll get that up for you.
Nope, 425 main slate.
Russell Wilson, lock it in.
It's going to be epic. It's going to be epic. All right, well, let's travel cross country to Aaron Rodgers' his division. Last year, the Buffalo Bills were the reigning champs, and we had the Dolphins sneak in the playoffs as well from that division. As
Thompson?
we mentioned, huh?
Skylar Thompson?
Yeah.
Fuck it, Skylar Thompson. Oh my God, we almost got beat by Skylar Thompson. Oh Jesus Christ. Anywho, we don't need to talk about that. Obviously, the Jets adding multiple pieces, including Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron. And then obviously the Patriots are still there because they're still coached by Bill Belichick. So I mean, there's that. So
they actually have an offensive coordinator this year.
That's true. So Baker, who's winning the East?
Does Josh Allen play football?
God, yes.
You have my answer. Josh Allen play football. All right, give me Josh Allen. We can move on. I feel like Sully's doing inappropriate things because Josh Allen's name was spoken.
Hip thrusts and all.
Oh, you're gonna see this eventually, like when I get it set up on YouTube. When every time the Buffalo Bills are mentioned, I'm just gonna be rocking back and forth in my chair, and it's gonna be on camera for the world to see.
Do you have a rocker?
No,
he
do
will.
I need one?
I mean, you're old as shit, so I figured you might have a rocker.
These hips still do not lie, Baker.
You might break them, but they don't lie. Got it.
Yeah, exactly. Once they break, they won't lie about my age. I can tell you that.
Once they break, they don't lie no more.
Damn right. So you got the Bills winning the division. Is the East sending multiple playoff teams?
I can see it.
Yeah.
But I also have your Jets finishing last.
Dale, talk to him.
Baker, you're never invited to my house ever again. I just want to let you know that right now.
Wow. I thought we had an enjoyable time at your house last Thursday.
We did until you started winning all the games, and then it just went downhill from there. So you're never allowed back in my house again.
How are the Jets finishing last? They actually have skill position players. The Patriots don't.
The Patriots don't.
They have Devontae Parker.
You didn't even mention Ramondre Stevenson. You mentioned old Devontae Parker.
Hold on. Do they still have Mr. Gritty himself?
The
Mike
worst
Gesicki?
Gritty ever? Yes.
Oh, lock it.
The worst NFL Gritty ever. Because Chill is the worst Gritty I've ever seen in my life.
Nah, man, I worked on my Gritty. I'm a Gwitty. I Gwittied at the wedding.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Anthony might be worse.
I've never seen Anthony Gritty.
Anthony has not gwittied. We tried to get him to gwitty at the wedding.
Mm.
Baker, unrelated note, like I can actually kick my feet up on concrete, so I can actually get them up. So I'm working on my gwitty.
Hey, I appreciate you putting in the work there. You know what I'm saying? You're in the lat when it comes to the gritty. I get it.
I need to see you break this out at volleyball tomorrow night.
No, man, that's a Tuesday team thing. Unrelated note. Our team name is the Gwitty.
That's fair. I can respect that.
So let me hit y'all with the AFC East standings. I mean, basically,
if you say Dolphins in first, you're a homer, and we don't respect you.
Shut up, because you're going to talk about the Vikings. So shut up.
I put my hometown team in last.
But I mean, basically, I mean, I would have been more inclined to put the Dolphins in first. Obviously, the Jalen Ramsey injury is pretty huge. Because that defense, the Miami Dolphins defense, is not particularly great. Obviously, the health hinges on Tua. I still will. I'll ride with my team. I still will put them in first. I will put the Bills in second. I'm not a big Josh Allen believer. I believe he is a good quarterback. But the man does turn over the ball a lot. He regressed a lot last year, in my opinion. I think he's this generation's Phillip Rivers, especially in the AFC. And I think I think that stuff with Stephon Diggs is not water under the bridge like everybody's making it out to believe. Obviously, there was something there. I don't think it was fixed. I'm not a believer in Buffalo's defense either, but with that being said, they still will make the playoffs. So I go Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots.
I got a quick question.
Uh-huh.
And this goes to all of you. So obviously there's huge news, to potentially break about one Dalvin Cooks. And there's two rumored teams that he's talked about in the East going to. If he goes to one of those teams in the East, whether the Jets or the Dolphins, do you think that sways the needle in one way or another for those teams to do much better?
I think he would sway it for the Dolphins. I don't think he does anything for the Jets.
That.
Why are we all in agreement on that?
Hey, yo, man, we're in a league that we've already determined that running backs don't matter. So, I mean,
yep.
That is not true.
Bullshit.
Financially, they don't matter. Offensively, the actual production on the field, they matter so much.
Okay.
We can get to that. That seems like a different.
That's another day. Yep, that's another day.
I was gonna say we can do a whole podcast on do running backs matter and just go off on a freaking tangent.
Could you imagine if you did the tight end one? That would be a 2-minute show.
Next.
And welcome everybody. Draft Travis Kelce and close up the shop.
Yep, I got the grills.
I would no, that would not be the end of the show. God damn it! Fuck you, people.
It'd be close up the shop, Baker.
Absolutely not.
Baker, you would be so late you wouldn't even know we did a show.
Fair point, but that's beyond the point. That is beyond the point, Joe. Fuck you.
I would be well into post-production when he jumps on. Like, guys, you ready? It was the tight end show. We've been done.
He'll be
like Chili is in bed.
Did you send that link yet? And we already asleep.
Please make sure I'm a part of this tight end show because I need to be a part of that.
I'm not doing a whole show for fucking tight ends. Okay, let me just tell you that right now. We've established over the years on the DFS Deli that tight ends' lives do not matter.
Facts.
Unless you're Travis Kelce.
Or TJ Hockenson.
Travis Kelce, you're so goddamn good.
Or Kyle Pitts.
Shut your fucking mouth. You shut your fucking mouth right now.
Isn't that redacted?
I gotta get my first Kyle Pitts take of the year. Just buy Kyle Pitts.
You won't get many of them, so enjoy it.
Probably not. You're probably not wrong.
I thought Kyle Pitts was redacted.
Not with the Riddler. Not with the Riddler out there and Bijan getting all the check down.
Ah, yes, the Riddler.
Yeah, Edward Nigma out there. No.
Oh Lord. Well, I'm taking the Bills to win a division, and I think the Dolphins are going to get ahead into that playoff push as well. I am so on the fence between the Jets being a wild card team as well. But I don't think I can do it. I just don't think I can do it. I think the West is just too good. They're going to have multiple representatives. The North is going to have multiple representatives. That
The
means
South is going to have multiple reps.
So I mean,
the South is gonna
basically,
have representatives in the top 5 draft picks. Yeah.
I mean, so basically, like that last wild card spot comes down to Jets, Steelers, either the Chargers or Broncos. Then
Pretty much.
That's what we're all feeling right now. I do believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Unless the Browns actually, do something good, which,
If
The
Deshaun
white
Watson gets
helmets
hurt,
will make a difference. said
Who's
no
our
one
backup
ever.
quarterback?
Josh Dobbs.
yeah,
Right.
Josh Dobbs.
Is he back?
Yes, he's back.
Gross.
Lovely.
Can we go to the
And then-
NFC East?
And then our
Please, let's go to the
starter
NFC
for
East.
tomorrow is
Baker.
Kellen Mond.
Baker, listen, I am 45 minutes in. All right. I am not going through an entire conference because I still got playoff winners and I still got your AFC representative.
I think
So ain't
I think the NFC is going to be pretty easy unless if Baker's got some hot take in the East.
I just
Oh,
feel
no.
like I want to show the proper love to that conference.
There's no
And
love
I-
to show.
Bro, that conference is booty.
It's so booty. It's
The
so
NFC?
ass. It's ass.
Are you serious?
It's ass.
Are you guys
Listen.
okay?
Sully,
Listen,
do you want me
look
to
at
take this over real quick and show you how this is going to go? Do you really
Listen,
want me to?
Hey, all right,
No, no,
all right, fine. Everybody
Hold
shut the fuck up. All right? We'll do it. Well, let's fucking since the fucking NFC is so fucking easy. All right, let's just fucking do it. Okay, you
Can we
got me
start in the
mad.
East? Can we start in the East?
Why the hell do we need to? You know what? Yeah, sure, Baker. Start in the fucking East. Who's gonna win the East?
Eagles, Cowboys, move on. Done. Bye. Later.
First of
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, Baker. All right. The Eagles are definitely going to win that division. Okay, that's very true. They're going to have a
Eagles
they're
win
gonna,
individual. Cowboys
gonna have a-
make a wild card. Move on. Okay.
they're going
Bye.
to have they are going to have a second representative, and it ain't the Cowboys. The Cowboys missed the playoffs this year. Hot take.
Let me talk to you.
Hold on. If you say what I think you're gonna say, Lord Jesus, I'm gonna drive over to your house and blow you.
Baker. The Washington Commanders are
Oh
making
my
the playoffs this year.
I gotta go, y'all. Like Sully is about to have a heart out in my mouth.
Baker. Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. Okay, this is a team that went 8-8-1 last year. All right, very competitive in their own division. Okay, they were 2-3-1, and they rode some of the hardest teams in that division to either ties or losses. This is the team that beat the undefeated Eagles team last year that went to the Super Bowl. Okay, this Commanders team, although in uncertainty at quarterback, air quotes, I think is going to be the surprise team of the year. Just like, I don't want to say just like the Vikings because we kind of knew what the Vikings were, frauds, but I don't think this Washington Commanders team is
One of the
fraudulent
best
at
teams
all.
in football. They were one of the best teams. In
They were Titans light.
Thank you. So I mean, like the Cowboys,
Y'all-
for some
Y'all are
reason,
such haters.
the Cowboys are going to be exposed this year to the terrible coaching that they have. And the Giants overachieved last year. Let's be real. And they're going to come back down to earth. The Eagles are one of the top 2 rosters in the NFL. So you can just forget that conversation. But give me the Commanders as a wild card team. 7th seed, book it.
I really like those Commanders this year. I'm not putting them in the playoffs,
Book it.
but Washington, whatever they changed their name to after the Commanders, because they're going to change it again. Yeah, I
Mhm.
kind of like them. But the Cowboys are still making the playoffs over them. Move on.
Chili.
East is Eagles, although I don't think they'll be as dominant last year as they were. They lost a lot of people on defense. They did have a good draft, so I guess we'll wait and see with their draft picks. But Eagles, I think the Cowboys will make it into the playoffs. I think they're going to run the ball a little bit more this year. They're going to get the ball away from Dak Prescott. That defense, I didn't think it was very good last year. I was proven wrong, so I'll put some faith into their defense. And then you'll have Washington and the Giants fighting it out down there. Not a big Giants believer. I think they'll kind of regress here a little bit. So I think that'll be the seller there in the East with the Commanders and Giants.
I appreciate your opinion, albeit wrong, but I appreciate it. Commanders! Dale, are you just going to say Eagles and move on?
Eagles and Cowboys. I mean, I have the Commanders going 9-8, one game above 500, and then the Giants. Yeah, no
respect.
I got the Giants literally falling flat on their face like Danny Dimes did when he had that wide open run and he just tripped over the turf monster and just didn't score.
Too soon.
Not really. That happened a hot minute ago.
Still too soon.
Whatever you say.
It's gonna be like Titus O'Neil coming down the ramp at the greatest or the biggest Royal Rumble ever and falling under the ring.
World slide. Fair. All right. Well, let's move on to the NFC West. How about that? I think this division's up for debate. I mean, the Cardinals could surprise some teams, right?
No.
I got a hot take in this division.
The Rams are gonna
the
Rams are gonna win the division. What are y'all talking about?
I have a feeling that our hot takes are gonna clash.
There's only two teams to talk about. The other two are irrelevant.
Facts.
Chili, talk to him.
So the only team making it into the playoffs in this division is the Niners.
The only team.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And I do believe I think the Seahawks are going to regress a little bit, and I don't think it's going to be Geno's fault. But I don't see the Seahawks making the playoffs this year.
So I mean, the NFC South exists, right?
Correct.
So there's going to be divisions that have to send multiple teams, right?
Correct.
So you think the West and the South are sending one team?
Yeah, it's going to be the North. It's going to be the North and East. Duh.
Sending multiple teams. I think the North. I think the North and the East. Yeah, I only think the South and the West are going to send one.
Then where's the third team coming in for your playoffs for each division?
From the North?
We're not. But wait.
Yeah, we'll get there. But wait, get more. He's right. Okay.
I mean, because I think one at that point, if I'm going to do it like that, then one could argue for the Giants or Commanders. Then.
Okay, so he's swaying a little bit. All right. Okay.
But one could also argue for three teams out of the North.
And we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Baker, who's coming out the West, man?
Well, first of all, Chill's so right. Because everybody's saying San Francisco.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because like I said earlier in the show, we got Tom Brady Jr. over here. We got Tom Brady light. Brock Purdy is going to be the next coming of Tom Brady. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, because he's playing in a bullshit conference, and it'll be easy to make the playoffs.
And he's going to win multiple rings.
Again, he's not playing in the South. God dang it.
He's going to win multiple rings. Brock Purdy is going to be the new Tom Brady because Tom Brady's like, oh, well, I went 199 or whatever the fuck it was. He's like, top my Mr. Irrelevant, bro. Holla at me. Brock Purdy's leading this team, period, point blank.
And you got one representative out the West.
I mean, Seattle is kind of like Baltimore. They can't stay healthy either. Case in point, what's going on with their running backs right now? The fuck?
Right.
You mean to tell me if Seattle can't run the ball, they're still going to score?
I mean, they added wide receiver depth so Geno can air it out more. I'm just saying.
I mean, they still have Noah Fant.
Dude! Tight ends don't matter, bro. Shut up.
But yeah, I mean, this division is for San Francisco and San Francisco only. Like, if Seattle makes it, it will only be a wild card. They can't win this division. Literally, they have zero shot.
Dale, what you got?
I have the Seahawks making it, but the Niners are winning that division.
With everybody saying San Francisco.
So to go back to your point, Sully, how you said there might be two teams fighting for a top 5 draft pick out of the AFC South. You have to remember the Cardinals have the Texans' first round pick. So if they do suck this year, the Cardinals could possibly get the 1 and 2.
That's going to be hilarious.
So they can draft Marvin Harrison Jr.
and Caleb Williams.
He's not going as a top 5 pick.
Well,
no, not Caleb Williams. I'm sorry. I was thinking a running back. I thought you said a running back. My bad.
Oh, I was about to say, wait, what?
My bad.
All good.
Hot takes from Baker.
Absolutely not. Caleb Williams is going top 2.
Well, the NFC is full of hot takes for me because Seattle's winning this division. I don't care what the hell y'all say. Okay.
Homer.
We're going to finish one game above San Francisco because we all know San Francisco's track record when it comes to quarterbacks. You already know that your second coming of Tom Brady is going to get hurt, and then that backup is going to get hurt. Then that backup's going to get hurt. They're going to sign a guy off the street, and he's going to get hurt. So it doesn't really matter, okay? So if you can't win without a damn quarterback, I agree 100% with Chili about they would have beat the Eagles last year if they had a quarterback, but they didn't. So it's just going to be the same story over and over again, how nobody can stay healthy. I get it. Injuries are a part of the game. However, for some reason in San Francisco, it just happens way more often than it does with any other freaking team. So I think there is no regression with Seattle. I think there's only progression. They're going to have a top 10 defense. They're going to have a top 10 offense. And you put those two together, you got a top 5 team. And I think that division is theirs. Period. I think San Francisco finishes a game behind them, although they both will make the playoffs.
Can I throw out something about the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Who the hell's not Brock Purdy? Who's the other one that they spent like 5 draft picks to get?
Trey Lance.
Yeah, that's it. That's that guy. Is he still getting tired throwing practice reps? Is his arm still getting arm fatigue from throwing practice reps? Or was that a last year thing?
I mean, he's just looking bad in camp.
Yeah, he just looks like shit.
Like everything about him is looking bad in camp.
Yeah, that was just a waste of a lot of capital.
A lot.
But unless he just becomes a gimmick guy, then I mean, he's not going to be a starting quarterback in the NFL. We can stop that.
I mean, you give up 10,000 picks to get him, and you end up drafting, your franchise quarterback at Mr. Irrelevant. It works out.
Yeah.
Maybe he becomes Taysom Hill.
Except he doesn't have the size.
He won't split out at tight end, at least. How about that?
He could bulk up.
He won't play special teams.
No.
Yeah, he could bulk up. Yeah.
The bulking? Sorry. I'm getting off topic.
That was Fat Sully days. The bulking.
I mean, I miss Fat Sully. I've told you this multiple times on the show.
Yeah. And now we go from quarterbacks to not talking about any type of quarterbacks. Let's go to the NFC South.
Saints win this division by a mile and are the number 2 seed in the NFC.
Who cares?
What
the fuck did you just say?
You heard me. Hear me out on this. Are you ready?
No.
Have you looked at the Saints' schedule this year?
Don't care.
Have
you looked at the Saints team?
You should.
Have you looked at the Saints team?
Don't care. Have you? Because let me talk to you.
I mean, the Saints' schedule is pretty bad, but
so is their team.
They're not winning. They're not winning that division.
The team is pretty bad, too.
It's the Saints or the Falcons, and I got the Saints.
Bro, it's not the Falcons either.
Give me the Panthers.
It's the Panthers.
The Panthers are my team, and they are not.
Bro, the Panthers are winning. The Panthers are winning the South.
Booty.
Give me the Panthers.
Stop this disrespect.
Booty.
Y'all go stop. This
Booty.
Of Kyle Trask.
Mayfield.
Of Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask, starting quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
By the way, you want to know where the worst team in football was? It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They will have the number 1 pick in the NFL.
You are the second person I've heard say that.
Listen,
amongst friends.
Yeah.
Here,
I
hear
agree
me
with
out.
it.
Hear me out. Can I have the floor?
Absolutely.
Talk to him.
Okay. So hear me out with the Bucks. So we're gonna go through these games, and you tell me a W or an L. Okay.
They'll put your fucking hand down.
Okay. They're at Minnesota week 1.
L.
Sully?
L.
L? Okay. So this might be the one I could maybe give you. They're at home playing the Bears.
L.
L.
Oh. 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 The Bears suck, bro. Oh my
When
So-
in doubt, better
give
than
a
the better
W.
quarterback.
W.
Okay, I'll give you that one because then that means this other game I will not give you. So they get the Eagles.
L.
L.
Okay, then they're at the Saints.
L.
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 So that's an L. And then they're at home playing the Lions.
L.
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 So that means in their first 5 games, they're 1-4 already. So that means to me, they're going to trade Mike Evans. They're going to trade Godwin. They're going to trade their good left tackle, and they're going to be tanking.
L.
Because then they're at home against the Falcons, and then they're at the Bills, at the Texans, Titans, Niners, Colts, Panthers, Falcons, Packers, Jags, Saints, Panthers.
They ain't got to trade nobody away. Those are all L's regardless.
They're trading Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Those two
One.
they're going to be dealt before the deadline.
My Evans, maybe. Chris Godwin, I doubt it.
I think they're trading both.
I retract my first statement. They're
Of.
beating the Vikings week 1.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I smell a bet.
Baker.
Listen, I'm
He's
just
not going to
bet.
take that bet. He's not going to
Any-
take that bet. He's not
Any
going to take that
any
bet.
amount, bro. Any
Any
amount.
amount.
but
He's not going to take that
I
bet.
think
I
Tampa-
promise you that.
I think Tampa Bay as a whole, I think they won't be as bad as the Cardinals because Kyler Murray is way better than Trask and Baker Mayfield. I mean, Baker Mayfield last year still went like 2-8 or whatever the hell he went. Like he was still terrible.
Did is Kyler starting? Because I thought he was still hurt.
He is still hurt.
When
But he will. He,
when he gets back, they'll start winning. Like Tampa Bay finishes with the worst record in football.
and they take Drake May at pick 1.
They take somebody either named Caleb Williams or Drake May at pick 1.
Drake May at pick 1.
Listen, y'all gonna stop disrespecting the comeback player of the year, Baker Mayfield. Okay, you're gonna stop it.
You
Is
ain't
that-
gonna put your money where your mouth is.
Is that Spanish for DeMar Hamlin or Russell Wilson? That's weird.
That's weird.
Listen,
Yeah.
DeMar Hamlin is winning comeback player of the year. Let's stop.
Oh no, Russell Wilson's winning comeback player of the year. Bet me.
I'll bet you.
Bet me.
I'll bet you DeMar Hamlin.
Sully, let's ride.
I'll take the betting favorite for this one. If he doesn't get cut by Buffalo, DeMar Hamlin is winning comeback player of the year. Period.
You cannot.
He could have 0 tackles for 0 yards. Like yards lost, no interceptions, nothing. He's winning comeback player of the fucking year.
Unless if there's another award he can win, he's winning comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like, sorry,
Well,
not sorry.
he
You
can win
cannot
Walter-
cut DeMar Hamlin either.
He can win Walter Payton Man of the Year.
First of all, Dale, it's the NFL. You're asking to absolutely get cut. All right.
oh, without question.
Not that.
Absolutely, it can get
Oh,
cut.
yeah, he could. Didn't I mean Alex Smith? Nobody wanted to hit his ass after he, almost debilitated his leg.
But they still paid out his contract. They didn't cut him.
Yeah, and still nobody wanted him.
Okay.
All right, let's move to the North.
Lions next.
Bucks are winning that division. I don't give a shit. The South, goddammit. Fuck you guys. I don't care.
I didn't know you could win a division with like 3 wins. That's crazy.
They won it with 8.
Crazy.
They had Tom
500.
Brady.
500.
They had Tom Brady. All right.
I don't give a fuck. Did they have Tom Brady? Did they have Tom Brady?
They have Tom
Okay,
Brady Jr.
Okay, the North. I think the Lions fall below expectations. I think they are the most hyped NFL team coming into the 2023 season, and I don't think they'll be able to handle the pressure. But, this division is sauce. So, you know what? Yeah. Lions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the North by default has to send an extra team too. So
The Vikings.
fudge. I don't want to say the Vikings, but god damn it, I have to.
I think the North sends 3.
Hey yo, what?
Show your work.
Yeah, I think the North sends 3. I got the Lions winning the division. I think it's gonna be close. Like, I think Minnesota's defense is going to be a little bit better with Brian Flores. Again, coaching matters somewhat. I think it's going to be a little bit better. There was a lot of people saying, like, obviously Minnesota won a lot of their close games. Is the record in their close games sustainable? No. Like, do I think all of a sudden they lose all of those games? No. So, I believe Minnesota is not a bad team. Okay, I just because I have no faith in Cousins, they're not a bad team. They obviously have top 2 wide receiver in football. However you want to rank Jefferson and Chase and all them, whatever your opinion on that is.
Top 2.
Listen, I left it up for debate. I said top 2.
There's no debate.
Again, your opinion is your opinion. I'm probably putting Jefferson 1 myself, but again, debatable. And then I think the third, I think the third team becomes interesting. Like, is how many people are on this Justin Fields hype train for the Bears?
No.
I ain't riding it.
Nope.
Okay, because he's 5-20, and I don't get the hype. Like, that's a pretty significant thing here. So I don't really know what to make of Fields and the Bears, but I'll argue that either the Bears or Green Bay, like if Jordan Love is anything at quarterback, again, the Green Bay is essentially, Pittsburgh of the NFC. It ain't pretty, but they just get there. So that's kind of my hot take. So I do believe it could be 3 teams out the North.
I think I think the Bears are going to be great for fantasy because that defense is ass, and Justin Fields is still going to be running for his life. So DJ Moore or not, I don't give a shit what they added on offense. That defense still sucks.
What defense is worse, the Bears or the Vikings?
Bears.
The Vikings are going to get hella exposed week 1 when Baker Mayfield breaks the slate, bro.
At 4,500.
Oh God, that's the chalk.
He's not
that
the
double
chalk.
stack. That double stack run back gonna be cheap.
That's how you jam in Justin Jefferson.
Absolutely.
Sorry, 4,900. 4,900.
Oh, I can't wait to get to freaking talking about DFS. Holy shit. That's my week 1 stack. Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, running back, Jay Jetta. Done. But you don't even need to talk to me. Fuck we need to talk for. That's $1 million stack. I just gave it away. We didn't even talk about fantasy yet. I just gave it away though.
But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty hard on the Vikings, but I do think they're a good team. But I do think they finished second to the Lions because I think Jared Goff is a better quarterback right now than Kirk Cousins.
Well, speaking of hard on for the Vikings, Baker, they win in this division again?
Absolutely. Do you need analysis, or am I good to go?
I could see it. Like I really could. So I'm not going to sit there and bash you for it.
I mean, do they have wide receiver 1 of 1 in the National Football League? Yes.
He is the wide receiver 1 on his team. Yes.
1 of 1 in the National Football League, and if you say Steph Diggs, I'll slap the hell out of you.
Baker. I wouldn't say Diggs. I would put him and Chase in the category.
This is a thing between me and him.
Baker.
That's fair.
This is a thing between me and him.
Baker.
I've proven you wrong the last 2 years. We've made this bet. You've lost 2 years in a row.
Baker, I'll run it back again. God damn it.
And you will lose 3 years running, sir.
Baker. Baker. Steph Diggs is the best goddamn receiver in the NFL. And I don't care what you have to say.
You can't even say it with a straight look on your face.
I don't care what your analytics say. I don't care what the stats say. I don't give a shit. Steph Diggs, best of the best of the best, sir.
Sir.
Facts.
Yeah. Okay. Now that we've gone through our division winners, okay?
Just a quick reminder what happened when Steph Diggs played Justin Jefferson last year.
Shut up, bitch.
I'm just saying. What happened?
That's kind of a moot point. They don't like guard each other.
Who put up better stats in the game? When the Bills have a better defense, who put up the better stats?
Did they have a better defense? Well, yeah, they had a better defense than the Vikings. Everyone had a better defense.
I was gonna say, you shut your fucking mouth. You know it was a better defense.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. So who is coming out the NFC to represent in the Super Bowl?
Brock Purdy.
Okay. Chili?
I'm in agreement with Baker. I think we're gonna get the 49ers back.
Dale?
Oh. Don't tell Dejan I said this.
He listens to the show.
The Cowboys.
Even Dejan doesn't believe that shit.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Right. Not even the biggest Cowboys fan believes that. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're going to have to see him again. The Hurt Business will be back in business in the Super Bowl.
I hope so.
Is it the new Hurt Business with the Street Profits?
No. We talking old Hurt Business. We're talking classic. We're talking OG Hurt Business.
Oh, because I'm looking forward to this new Hurt Business.
For sure. Who's coming out the AFC, Chili?
The chop.
Yeah.
So
it's Pat Mahomes, man. Like,
until proven otherwise, yeah, I get it.
Barring injury, barring that. I mean, at this point, it'd be more fun to be like, who's the possible AFC Championship game? I mean, I'll go with a hot take on that. I'll go Chiefs Jags. AFC Championship game.
The run back from last year. Okay.
I mean, I guess the bold take is will Pat Mahomes finally play a road playoff game?
No.
Absolutely not.
I mean, based on my take, he might have to play one. He might be in Jacksonville.
I was gonna say, yeah, based off your take, you did say Jags number 1 seed, bro.
I do, but I mean that's what's saying that Jacksonville can win 2 playoff game or one playoff game because they'll get the bye.
Baker, who's coming out the AFC?
Can I say something extremely random real quick?
Yeah.
All right, I'm switching sports on you real quick.
Oh, sports.
In the theory of let's ride, I literally just found this in the 2010 MLB draft. Jacob deGrom, Jock Peterson, Chris Bryant, and Aaron Judge were drafted after Russell Wilson.
I can believe it,
bruh.
That's fuck.
Hilarious.
The fuck.
You probably look up the same thing when in Kyler Murray's draft as well. I think he got drafted by Oakland, right?
He did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Didn't Kyler Murray get drafted in like the 4th round? 5th round?
Like he got drafted in the 1st round, honestly. But yeah, same second verse, same as the first. Until you dethrone Kansas City, it's Kansas City.
I mean, in some world, right? I guess for me, if Kansas City doesn't, if Patrick Mahomes, heaven forbid, or if him or Kelsey, because I think they need both. I don't know if they can Kansas City make it to a Super Bowl if something were to happen to Kelsey.
They have Kadarius Toney, bro.
He's probably already hurt. So
he is already hurt.
He is already hurt, actually.
Damn.
I mean, at that point, if it's not Kansas City, I'll just say it'd be Jacksonville or my Dolphins. I'll throw the homer pick in there.
Oh, mine is nothing but a homer pick. The Buffalo Bills are representing the AFC. You're getting the Hurt Business versus Josh Allen in the Super Bowl. Sorry about it, guys.
I mean,
And
if Buffalo makes
replay this episode. Replay it at the end of the season when this shit happens. And I want my flowers. I want them.
if Josh Allen makes it to the Super Bowl, there's only one team I want to play him. One.
He's gonna
Minnesota.
Absolutely.
He'll get knocked out by Joe Burrow.
They don't have to play Joe Burrow. I'm not worried about it.
Listen,
They'll get because Joe Burrow will get knocked out by Jacksonville.
Please,
According to your shit.
please,
Absolutely not.
please. Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley. Let's go.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, last prediction of the night before we wrap it up for the first episode of the year. Who is the league MVP?
I'm fancy. Give me Justin Herbert.
God, I love that pick. Fuck me, I love that. Because that was definitely going to be my pick. I'm going to change it now because I refuse to agree with you, but God, that's a great pick. Chili, who's the league MVP?
I mean,
He's going to say Trevor Lawrence.
Dude,
I do, man. I got Mahomes or Lawrence.
let it be known that Chili is now a Jacksonville Jaguars fan.
Bro, I got a Jacksonville Jaguars hat.
I mean, he's in Saxonville down there, bro.
I was going to say he's about to have a Trevor Lawrence jersey.
He already got that. He's got the Agent Zero jersey on demand already.
Right?
I'm just high on Trevor Lawrence. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So be it. I'll take the L. But you gotta make a stand somewhere, you know.
Damn right. Damn right. Yeah, you plant your flag, bro. You plant your flag, and I see it is firmly in Jacksonville this year.
That is correct. Unless I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love my Dolphins.
Right.
But at this point, it looks like I'm adopting the Jaguars.
He's moving north. He's moving up north. That's what it is.
It's only a couple miles.
That is not a couple miles, I don't think.
Dale, that's like a 7-hour drive.
Hell yeah, that's the opposite of the fucking state.
Bro, Miami is at the bottom.
Just like they will be in the division.
Nah, I think your Jets are finishing down there. Anyway, Dale, who you got as your MVP?
New England, bro. New England.
Joe Burrow.
Pardon me.
That makes sense.
That's a solid pick.
It is 347 miles.
It's about a 7-hour drive.
Yes,
It is a 5-hour. It is a 5-hour and 7-minute drive.
It took me 7 hours to make the drive.
Yeah, we're talking about Florida traffic too, bro.
It took me 7 hours to make the drive, Dale, because I've made it.
He's been there. He's been there.
He's done that.
Right?
I wasn't picking a random amount of time. I literally was just saying how long it took me to get from Jacksonville to Miami.
And listen, the NFC is trash. Can we just all agree on that?
Besides Minnesota, I can agree.
The owner of this deli will not agree with us, but I agree with you,
Bro,
Charlie.
the top, listen, NFC, the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC. I mean, we can name them. So what? Jalen Hurts is one. Jalen Hurts is one. Okay, and then
Cousins is 2.
You can argue for Goff or Cousins. I'll give you either or.
So that's 2 and 3.
Okay, is Dak number 4?
Yeah, Dak is 4.
And then Geno
or Derek Carr. That's it. That's
no. It's Geno or Brock Purdy. You can knock it off with Derek. You can knock it off with Derek Vehicles. All right.
Oh my God, is Chill off the Derek Carr thing?
I'm not off the Derek Carr thing because if you guys really do have to go look at New Orleans' schedule. It is a joke.
Oh, you best believe there's going to be some Olave, Mike Thomas, and or fucking Taysom Hill stacks coming this fucking year.
Like, after the show is over, guys, I will go over this fucking schedule with you. It is gross.
Anyway, I agree with Baker, unfortunately. I think it's going to be Justin Herbert. My heart wants to say Josh Allen, but I think, Justin Herbert, because he's going to be in competitive games all year because that defense is kind of sus. And that offense is going to take a huge leap forward. So if his stats weren't already ridiculous, they're going to get more ridiculous this year.
The worst part is I'm in a league with this jackass, and now like we're already thinking the same fucking thing.
Justin Herbert's going to be fucking dude. He's going to be sick. He's going to be absolutely
dude. Me and
sick.
you are about to go at it in this fucking league.
Hell yeah, a couple weeks, baby. Woohoo!
Bro, hey, on an unrelated note, you can make the argument that the two hardest teams that the Saints play are the Jags and Vikings.
Yep.
Gross.
And then the Lions would be third or second, however you want to view that. Just put that into context.
Yep. That just tells me Chris Olave is about to go dummy.
Well, we'll see. Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you all joining me today. It's been a great welcome back. We're going to dive into some yearly fantasy next time we speak. Do some recaps of some preseason, keep up with the news and notes throughout the NFL, see if
and talk about Justin Jefferson.
See if Josh Jacobs wants to come over for a cup of tea or a beer because he damn sure ain't playing football. Just topics like that. So be on the lookout for the next episode. This is one of those episodes you can replay in the middle, in the end, just is at the end of the season, so we can, kind of put the timestamps on the predictions that we had, see if we were right, see if we were wrong. And of course, if you disagree, agree, leave a comment. Make sure to like and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to us on. And don't forget to join us next time on The Deli. We're going to go ahead and close up shop. And just like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we're going to see you all at the top. Thanks for listening.